everybody. This is Dr. Venus, your Black Women Millionaires mentor. And I welcome you. My wife just walked through the door. I welcome you to our Black Women Millionaires Insight series on Facebook Live. We do this on Mondays at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And today we got some stuff to talk about. Oh, whatever. My wife is flirting at me. I did my hair. I did a twist out today. What do y'all think? Oh, hey, Donette. I like it. I like it. Hi, Debbie. I like it. I like my hair. So, thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the wows. Thank you for the thumbs up. They feed me. They let me know that we're in a dialogue, not a monologue. Hey, Tina. Good evening, my sister in success. Hey, Tracy. Yay, I'm glad you could catch me too. Very excited to be with you tonight. Now, tonight is going to be kind of deep, y'all. We're going to talk about slavery and money. How about them apples? Okay, hi, Tracy. Glad you're here. And it's just an exciting time for Black women. I was just thinking about the Women's March. I was thinking, thank you, Jackie. I was thinking about the support that's coming in from all over the world. Okay, really, really holding Washington to the fire. So, oh yeah, you love my shirt? I see your shirt. Yana keeps sending me shirts, and I keep wearing them because they're cute. So she did this, and I love her for it. And I like the V-neck, the cuts. She's really cool with these T-shirts, man. And I don't know if she's here or not because she comes and goes. But if you want one, you should reach out to her. She'll be around. She'll follow up. And if you mention my name, if you put in the code, I think it's Dr. V Rocks, then you'll get a 10% discount. Okay, because I support Black businesses. So I want to just share with you. Hi, Carla. Glad you're here. Is your favorite? Really? Okay. Ayana, take note. Okay. So for those of you who are new to me, let me just slow the roll and go back a couple of steps so that, who's this chick? Talk about her hair and laughing a lot. I'm Dr. Venus, your Black Women Millionaires mentor. And my story is pretty simple and direct. By the time I was 16 years old, I was living on the streets of Baltimore, Maryland, BMO, if you understand what I'm saying. That's right, Charlotte, unapologetic. Hey, Tiny. And I was raised in a whole history of violence. I come up out of some negativity, and I used to live on the streets, eat out of trash cans, steep in urine and beer. For a while, it is what it is. And it was my 9th grade math teacher who literally saved my life. She loved me through my bruises. She taught me that I had worth. That wasn't just a throwaway. I wasn't just something to be kicked around and, treated like crap. And I thought I was, because that's what I was born into. Hey, Adrian, glad you're here. I have Facebook friends. Do you? Well, because of her love, some years later, I eventually graduated from Stanford University with a second master's and a PhD. I have 4 degrees. And I took all my survival that got me through my degrees, kept me alive on the streets, and turned it into a system, and actually into a series of systems, really, that fast-tracked me to the $1 million mark. And we're in our 5th year of business. We're just going into our 5th year of business, and we've generated $4 million in 5 years. And the way that I've done that is why I want to talk to you. I've been able to, I'm going to go woo on y'all, so stay with me. I've been able to manifest money versus making money, which is going to lead us right into what we're going to be talking about tonight, okay? Hey, Sherry. Hi, everybody. Everyone say hi, okay? Hey, Jeanette. It's great to be with you. No, it's just really great to be with you. I look forward to our Monday powwows, right? And showing my hair and what I'm doing with it next. So I want to talk with you today. Well, for those of you who don't know me, if you want to stay connected with me, please make sure you go to www.drvenus.net so you can become part of my exclusive tribe that gets special information, special content, special offers, all kinds of special. Go there so that I can feed you on a regular, okay? me see what else. I'm reading comments. Hey, cute in the house. CT in the house. Hi, CT. No, I'm glad you're here. So a couple of caveats. Please be here in the spirit of love. Okay. I should tell you a couple of things. I curse. I cry. I pray. I'm married to a woman whom I adore. And I'm sloppy, meaning I have no focus. I will stop in the middle of a thought and go somewhere else, but I'll always get it in. You can count on that, all right? I am an artist first who just happens to be a multimillionaire, right? And so I want you to know that so you can be here in peace versus being here surprised. Because I don't know, look, I'm bilingual, I speak street, I speak Stanford, I speak black girl vernacular English, I speak corporate, I speak artist, I'm multilingual, right? So I'm not always certain what language I'm going to move in and out of. Sometimes I sound like a professor, sometimes I sound like I just came out the gutter. I can be crass, I've been called crass, and they were right. And I think my jokes are funny. But I will say this. Anything I say to you is always in the spirit of love, okay? I think that love is being willing to tell people the truth. And I don't think as black women we understand that love doesn't have to look like agreement. Do you know? I love you enough to insult your survival to his face. If you're being a punk ass, I promise you I will say it. Not because I'm trying to offend you, but because I want to show you, hold a mirror up to you so you can actually see that you're really punking out, you know? So my point is this. If you can be here in the spirit of love, you're welcomed. Our brothers who love us are welcomed. Our sisters from other misters are welcomed. Everybody's welcome. Just know I speak directly to and through a black woman aesthetic, okay? So I think I got all my caveats in, I think. And if not, choose your poison and stay or go, okay? Okay, I think I got it in. Oh, well, welcome, Sean. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so I want to talk to you about money, but I want to talk to you from the perspective of slavery, North American slavery. Now, we could have talked about it in relationship to colonialism, apartheid. We could have talked about it in terms of Jim Crow. I'm thinking about doing a session on that. Or civil rights. I'm not tripping. But the reason why I'm talking about it from the perspective of slavery tonight is we're about to go into Black History Month. And I want to begin this conversation because I actually think I'm going to do a whole series around this. Okay? Oh, you're welcome, Jackie. And what I want you to start to consider, I want you to just walk with me. Just walk with me. Well, let's breathe it in. Everybody take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. One more time, deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Whew. Just be here. Just be here. Communing, being together. Letting spirit do what it do. Let the ancestors do what they do. We're talking about them today. I invite in the ancestors. I invite in Holy Spirit. I invite God into this space, this communion with us all over the world. I give thanks in advance for the hearts and minds and souls that are freed up by your word. Ashe, I love you, Lord, and I thank you for using me. Ashe. Okay. Hi, Chicago. So, I'm trying to see how to enter. This is me trying to figure out how to enter, okay? Because I want to make it soft, but I need to make it pointed, okay? So if you think about it, Black women in the diaspora all over the world, let's take for granted, let's just get some base pieces in, all right, and walk with me, that we come from a common ancestry, African ancestry. Can we start there? Is that okay? Okay, you can talk to me. If I say something that resonates with you, type in the word holla, H-O-L-L-A. If I say something that pierces, type in the word preach. But if I say something that resonates to you, to your soul, type in holla and preach. That way I know I'm getting my job done. And tell me what I said, you know. Hey, Robin from Cleveland, glad you're here, sister girl. So just to think through this together. So we have a history. We have a common ancestor, African ancestor. Hi, Cynthia. Glad you're here, beautiful. And I'm not going to start from African slavery. I'm not going to start from the Middle Passage. Okay. I'm actually going to start from chattel slavery. Just because if I go there, we all going to be on the floor. All right. So if you could just take for a moment that if you're in North America, hey, Jamila, glad you're here, beautiful. If you could take for us, just take the case that as a black woman's body, okay, I believe that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Okay, that is my belief. That's my fundamental, that's my base. That's where I come from. That you and I are God wrapped in flesh. Okay, that you truly are the way, the truth, and the light. That's my come from, okay? That you truly are the answer to millions of people's prayers. They're just waiting on you to heal your heart enough to do what is yours to do on the planet. To let spirit move through you to serve others, right? And be paid handsomely for it. Now that's my come from, all right? So you got to vibe with me. Oh, thank you for love the thumbs up. Love the thumbs up. Yes, yes. All right. Okay. Ayana made it. They love your t-shirt, girl. I told them DRV Rocks is the code for the 10% off. But you may want to put your URL in there because I don't have it. So I just want you to take a moment and just take the case that if you and I are spiritual beings having a human experience, that means we're connected. That means that just because I'm here in Dallas doesn't mean you can't feel me in Zimbabwe. Do you know what I mean? Or if you are in another room, there's somebody that you love, you can feel it when they're hurt, right? Because energetically, we're connected. Now, if you can vibe with that, that means that if you and I are connected spiritually, that means we're connected to the ancestors. Okay? Well, nothing changed. Just because you can't see it don't mean it's not there, right? And so, because we're connected to the ancestors, take the case, and you may have to breathe through this one, okay, baby girl? Take the case that you and I are connected to the wound. I don't think they heard me, God. I'm going to say it again, and I want you to walk this through. Just want you to think through this, okay? If you and I are spiritual beings having a human experience, then that means that we are connected spiritually, that what happens to you impacts me, and vice versa. You can feel someone's pain, you can feel someone's joy. Like, we don't have to be in the same room to feel each other, okay? So if you could take the case that we are spiritual beings and that we are connected, right? Then that means we're still connected to the ancestors. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nothing changed. It's like someone you know who passed on, but you can still feel their spirit. You know what I'm saying? Or a butterfly comes by, and like, oh, there's Aunt Marie. You know what I mean? Like, you can still feel them, right? So if that's the case, then it's not a far cry to take the case that if we're still connected to the ancestors because we're spiritual beings, you see what I'm saying? Then that means we're still connected to the historical wound of African women who were enslaved. Walk with me. And just imagine that same woman that was put on the auction block, poked and prodded with no say, whose body got turned into a factory with somebody else's dream. That same woman is you. Now, you may not be picking cotton, but you are connected to the wound. You're connected to the historical hurt that our bodies have gone through as women bodies, okay, that produced nations. Not just one nation, I mean nations. Not just the New World, boo, nations, okay? That you're the same woman whose child was taken from her and sold for a bag of rice. And you're the same woman whose man was castrated and whipped because he tried to protect you. You see, if you can take the case that you and I, we are spiritual beings having a human experience, then you'll understand that what you feel and experience was inherited. You see, you inherited a history of hurts that impact your money. It definitely impacts your sense of self, but it impacts your money. Stay with me. Stay with me. I can feel when you move, okay? I can feel when you move away from me. That's that is what I do, right? I want you to understand that in your body, there are memories that are not your own. They really do come from your mother's mother or the absence of your father. There are wounds that you inherited that you don't even, you think is you. You think you bad with money. No, baby, it's not like that. No, that's not how it goes down. You can't blame yourself if you're not accounting for the historical wound you and I have inherited in our Black women's bodies. Okay? So, slavery. We talk about slavery in a lot of ways. We talk about it socially. We talk about it politically. We talk about it historically. We talk about it in terms of progress and economics. I want to talk to you about it in terms of your money. Can we talk about it? It's something to really contend with. That your relationship to money is directly correlated to the history of hurts we have experienced as Black women who have a history of chattel slavery, apartheid, and colonialism. We could throw some Black nationalism in there if you want to throw some gender in there for the 60s, but we're going to keep it clean tonight, all right? And if you really start to contend with your relationship to money, you'll start to notice that you look in your own relationship to money. And if you don't think you have a relationship to money, that's part of the problem, okay? Think about how you do money. And I want you to consider something. Because we were sold, because our kin was sold, because we were related to as property, you and I, as Black women in the diaspora, your relationship to money is fucked. Fucked. Do you understand? I mean fucked up. Okay? Your relationship to money. Because if you don't even know you have a relationship to money, that tells me how unconscious you are to the relationship. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you think money is this thing you touch. You think money is your paycheck. You think money is the tender that... No. And because we were chattel, because we were property, because we were the workhorse, the cash cow, the scapegoat, the beast of burden, we actually live in a world of transactions. We think that in order to get this, we got to do that. We're going to have to pay for this by doing that. We're going to have to earn this by doing that. Are you with me? Don't back down. Come on. Let me know. Because I can't take you to the next piece if I don't get this piece in, okay? If you look at your relationship to money, you're going to start to see that your relationship to money is that you either hoard it, hide it, abuse it, give it away, or piss it away. Just look at it. And you can tell, like you may be still taking care of that nigga with paying for his car. That's a way of giving your money away. Or you may be taking care of family members who could work, but you want to be thought well of. All of that, those are strategies. Those are strategies we learned as survival traits that got passed down generationally from the institution of North American slavery. And if you don't know that, you will think there's something wrong with you, that you're doing something wrong with money. No, baby, you're not. You're just wounded in terms of your money. And until you really take the case that money is energy, not the tinder that we touch. It used to be cowrie shells. It used to be rice and cotton and cane, and then it was gold coins. Then it became paper. Now it's, it's on a screen. You have to type to get to your money. My point is this. Money, the way that we hold it, is nothing more than, it's only a signifier. It's a sign. It stands in for an exchange of energy. See, money truly is a heart condition. It truly is energetic. It truly is energy. And because we've been taught to slave, we actually think that if we slave harder, we'll make more money. It doesn't work like that, boo. Okay, it won't work. I'm telling you. Rich people don't work. Okay, I don't work for shit. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Okay? That's not how, you can't, that's a slave mentality. That's a working class mentality to think that you can work yourself out of something. Do you know what I'm saying? So, what we have to contend with, and what I just want to, and I don't know, I'm not going to hold you long tonight. I just want to put this out here, is that your relationship to money, you have to start tending to it. And if you don't start tending to your relationship to money, you're going to have an inherited one. And it's going to be more of the same. It's going to be what you saw your mama do or what you saw them not do. Okay? And if you're committed to becoming a Black woman millionaire, you got to learn some things, and it's not working hard. Working hard to keep you broke. It really will. So I need you to start. So I guess my takeaways for you today are, I would like for you, thank you, baby. I would like for you to start to really look at, what is your relationship to money? Is money the enemy? Is this money something that you avoid? Is it something that you covet but don't want to work for? Are you envious of other people who have more than you do? What's your relationship to money? Just like your relationship with your boo and your baby, you have a relationship with money. Okay? And if you're interested in learning how to change that relationship, if you want to transform that relationship, once you identify it, if you want to transform it, maybe I can help you with that. I don't know. But if you really are committed to not being a slave to the historical wound that we have inherited as Black women, you have to learn some new stuff. You can't do what you've done and expect to get something different, okay? So if you're interested in learning how to change your mind about money, okay, to really, in a lot of ways, learn how to bring in new money, how to make money, start where you are with what you already have. The biggest challenge with starting a business is most people think they have to have all this extra to bring in cash. That's not my truth. I brought in money before I had a business for 2 years because I needed to. I was on a 9-month contract and I needed to bring in cash in order to cover my summer months as a professor. You see what I'm saying? So you don't need to have a business to bring in cash, but you need to transform relationship to money so you can use what you got to bring in money in a different way. Does it make sense? Without you having to rob Peter to pay Paul, do you know? And so that's where I am right now, Black woman. I'm at a place where I'm looking at, how can I serve you? How can I help you do this? And what I'm confronting is that most Black women don't know how to bring in cash. We're so in a slave energetic that we think we have to work to make money. And that even if you do the right thing in the wrong energetic, it won't produce. Have you noticed that? And you do all the right stuff, but you're desperate and no money don't show up? The energy's off. You can't make money like that. You can't make money when you're pissed. If you're being petty, if you're being mad and awful and resigned, in essence, you just screwed your own money. Because money, spirit can't move through a congested heart. And money requires, if it's an energy, if it's the energetic, it needs a conduit. Just like a light needs a conduit to illuminate a room, for you, my sweet sister of success, that conduit, and it's only because our bodies have been turned into factories for other people's dreams, that conduit is your heart space. You have to heal. The more I heal, the more money comes to me. Now, I do things. I set up things. I call. I talk to people. But I don't do anything. I don't go work for money. I do what I call due diligence to create a sufficient condition so that what's supposed to come to me shows up. That's not the same as me chasing the dollar or trying to hustle or make it happen. It won't work. If it had worked, you would have been a multimillionaire by now. Am I lying? I'm sorry, what's that? Am I lying? Holla, maybe? Holla, maybe? A little preach? I'm just saying. Okay? So, no amount of hard work will make you rich. It will make you tired. All right? And that's simply because of the history of hurts, the wound that we have to heal at the level of community. I call it a collective consciousness myself. All right? But in order to do that, you got to learn you got to learn some new things. So I want to let you know a couple of things I'm going to be pushing out. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Lisa, is that you? Are you giving me a bunch of hearts? My wife is giving me a bunch of hearts. I love you, Lisa. That's very nice. I saw all these hearts come like, what? I'm like, and she over there like, thank you very much. So what I would like for you to know about is I'm doing a live workshop that's coming up at the end of May. I want to give you a heads up on it before it sells out. It's called New Money Now Blueprint. 3-day workshop. It's going to be in Delicious, Dallas. Someone put the URL in there. It's www.newmoneynowblueprint.com. Okay. And part of what I'm dealing with is really supporting as many Black women who are really committed, who are action takers, to learn how to bring in new money so they can stop slaving. Do you understand? And that's a big deal. Until you take on healing, until you take on learning how to bring in new money, no matter what, you can count on that you're going to have a default, which is not for yourself. Okay. Okay. So someone post that. Can someone post a link for me, please? Can someone post a link for me? All right. And the thing is, I'm going to also invite you, okay, New Money Now. I'm sorry. New Money Now Blue. Thank you, Dimitri. I'm sorry. I messed up my own URLs. New Money Now Blueprint. Go check it out. If it feels right, then I invite you to grab a seat. I made it really super easy for you to say yes to yourself so you can invest in yourself. And generally speaking, so for those of you who are new to me, when I'm what people call a high-end leader, because my job is to get you to $1 million, all right? And this year, I'm focusing completely on cash because I'm going through some things with our administration right now. I'm going through some things, okay? And I want to make sure my sisters in success and the brothers who love us and the sisters from other misters who are on the same accord knows how to do stuff. If you don't know how to bring in cash because you're used to slaving, then what are you going to leave for your kids? How are you going to retire your parents? How are you going to take your boo on vacation? How's that going to work? You're going to keep robbing it? You're going to keep taking money out the household money to do what you want to? You want to start a business? You need working capital, boo. You can't do this without working capital. So what are you going to do? You're going to go get a loan and then have interest out the wazoo? Why? Why not learn how to bring in your own money? Why not? I just think that's such a crazy thing to even talk about. And the good news is we're at a time in history where being a Black woman entrepreneur is golden. We can do some things. We can do some shit that we could not do 5 years ago, 10 years ago. We couldn't do this. We damn sure couldn't do this in the 60s. Thank God for our ancestors who created a space for us to actually make our own paper. But you got to stop being a punk ass. Some of you are hiding behind a corporate handcuff. Some of you have a business, but you keep treating it like it's a hobby. Other you don't want to threaten your family. You don't want to threaten your spoon because if you make more money than he does, oh my God. It's all about, look, shit is changing. If you don't get serious about making your own paper, I can guarantee you that you will be part of a caste system in the next 5 to 20 years, between 5, 10, 15, 20, okay? And you won't see it happening. It's happening right now. Look what the fuck Trump's doing right now. So you can play with this if you want to. And I'm gonna tell you, and I say this, you'll hear me say this every time we get together. I don't know too many other black women multimillionaires who are doing free Facebook Lives trying to help you understand how come you need to be an entrepreneur today and creating opportunities that are remarkably affordable, because most of my shit starts off from 10,000 to 100,000. And I'm not even being extra. I'm telling you the truth. And my celebrity's rising. The book is coming out. The New York Times bestseller, things happening, TV shows happening. Be clear. This is my way of saying, I got you, boo. I'm not leaving you behind. But if you don't get on the train, you tie my hands. Okay? So be clear. Be very, very, very clear. The world is moving on. Are you marching with us? You know what I'm saying? Black power. I'm just tickle myself. My point is this. Slavery's residue is in your money. Your wounds are impacting your wealth. If you want something different, you have to do something different. I'm offering you something that could change the game in 3 days, that will change the financial trajectory of your bloodline in 3 simple fucking days. Get to Dallas. Just get on a plane, okay? And if nothing else, you'll get great networking. You know what I'm saying? So my point is this. I love you, my sisters of success, in that agape way. And I believe in you. I know you can do this. If I can get up off the streets, and if I can heal, and if I can make money, if I can manifest millions by healing my heart and learning new skills, new things, if I can get a mentor and a guide, a system and a guide, so can you. And I'm not everybody's teacher. I'm not everybody's mentor. I curse too much, whatever. But for those who I am your teacher, you know in your heart already if I'm your teacher, okay? Then go to the website and get your seat. This live stream is going to reach 500,000 people, okay? So please, please get your seat today. Don't wait. We spend so much time waiting. We talk ourselves out of a future that could be easy for us, okay? Okay, I'm going to stop early today. I'm not going to talk you to death. But know that I love you in that agape way. I'm thinking about doing next week. I was going to do a whole talk next week about black men in jail and with black women and money. And I don't know if I will. I may do that, or I may just go ahead and do Jim Crow and money. Just go through all the historical moments that we've gone through as a people and really tie it to you as a black woman making your paper. Because it's something we haven't been taught. We haven't been rewarded for that. We've been rewarded for self-sacrifice. And I want you to know you're bigger than that, okay? So that's my word for today. Thank you for allowing me to be myself. Thank you for being respectful. Dre said, no, I wanted to get them a little shorter so that you don't have to spend almost 45 minutes to an hour with me. So I wanted to see if I can get them shorter. Just look, honey, if you don't know what Jim Crow is, go look it up. I may have to do it because of that. But with that being said, please go to www.newmoneynowblueprint.com and check it out. If it feels right in your heart, invest. If it doesn't, keep it moving. And I'm going to invite you to do me a favor. I need you to partner with me. Would you please, if you were fed by this word, this life-giving word, this life-affirming word, please pay it forward. Post it on your timeline. Encourage people to listen to the word. No one's talking to black women about our money. Okay? The content makes a difference. And if they don't know it's here, then how are they going to be able to have a choice? Do you understand? So my request is that you partner with me. I'm only one person. I need you to get the word out, by sharing this video, okay? So please don't get fed and say, whoo, I'm full, I'm my belly full, and not pay it forward. That's selfish. Pay it forward. Give it. Now, if you haven't been fed, then don't do it, okay? But if you have, please pay it forward so that our sisters in success, well, thank you, Demetri, thank you for sharing it, that they know that they're not alone and they get fed, okay? Okay, thank you, Abby, for putting the URL up. All right, ladies, know that you love beyond, and the brothers who love us, know that you love beyond measure, my sweet sister in success. And please remember this, you are worth so much more than you have ever been taught to believe. And if you want to make your mark, make the difference you are uniquely crafted by life to make and make millions on your own terms, you have to heal your heart. I love you, and please share this video. Goodbye for now.